Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. So I promise you guys the best of content, and the sole purpose or the sole aim of opening this YouTube channel is to bring out the best content that will help to build better traders. Okay, so today in today's video I'll just be teaching you a simple strategy to scalp any pair, any volatility pair. All right, be it boom and crash, be it VIX 75, be it any of it at all. So, and I'll be showing you guys how to do it and do it profitably well. So first and foremost, before you are going to be scalping these pairs, you're going to be looking for the ranges. Okay, you're going to be looking for the ranges of the market. So you look for the range from the higher time frame perspective. You have to identify the range from the higher time frame perspective. Then you go to the 15 minutes time frame, the 5-minute time frame, and look for rejections, and those are going to determine your entries. I hope you guys are following. So first and foremost, before you can use this strategy, you're going to do what? Determine the range of the market. All right, the range of the market. That is the high of that range and the low of the range. The high is known as what? The resistance, and the low is known as what? Our support. So you're gonna first look for a range, right? The high, this area here, being your what? Our what? Resistance. The high being our resistance, okay? Our resistance, and the low being our support. Sorry, the low being our support. All right, let me just go ahead and delete this. All right, so since when you identify those, now before you can actually determine its range, first you need to have at least one touch from here to here. You understand? And then that's at least from here to here. Then you can actually determine, okay, this is a range. I should be looking for rejections around here. All right, so the rejections is what is actually going to determine whether the market is actually going to react to this area. So once you see the rejection, that means you should take your sales from that area and expect it to get to here. All right, so when it gets to here, you're going to be looking for what? Rejections for you to buy. You're going to be looking for rejections either on the 15 minutes time frame, the 5-minute time frame, or the 30 minutes time frame. And when you see those rejections, don't hesitate to buy. And then you're going to buy from here and then get back to this area. And then the number of time the market gets to stay within this range tells you that, okay, at this middle point, you understand, after the first, second, maybe probably the third buy, the first, second, and the third time, whenever you're buying or whenever you're selling. So when you want to buy, sorry, let me just bring this down. When you want to, okay, let's assume you want to sell around this area, right? So when you want to sell around this area, at the midpoint somewhere here, you should take a profit. Why? Because the market has stayed within this range. At any point in time, the market is actually gonna break from the range. All right. The market is actually, at any given point in time, the market is actually going to break from the range. Just give me a moment, please. So we have this, all right, we have this. So I said, when you sell from here at this point in time, you should take your profit at the midpoint. Why? Because at any given moment in time, the market can decide to break out of this range, all right, and take you out. So it's either you take your profit at the midpoint and move your stop loss to break even, or you take all your profit. It should not be in the market at that as at this point in time, when we have maybe the first touch. Let me just raise this somewhere so that I can actually explain. So when we have the first touch, the second touch, the third second touch here, so the most amount of time we have those touches, it decreases the probability of the trade of the market running down to this level, all right, and running back. So you don't expect it to keep happening all the time. So when you sell from there, the market gives you an entry. It's either you move your stop loss to profit, or you take all your profit, because Majority of the time, when you have that, it's going to pull all the way to the upside, perhaps maybe retest and then keep pushing to the upside. All right. So to be on the safer side, you take your profit, or maybe perhaps you succeeded, you took your profit partly, and then you came back to this area and you got information to buy. When it gets to somewhere here, you take your profit because it can later decide to be going to the downside. All right. Can later decide to be going to the downside, or you just break even. All right. So I hope you guys understand. So now, without wasting much of your time, let's get straight to the live chat. Let's okay. I like to do some illustration. Okay, let me just do some illustration. So the market gets to this area. The candlestick patterns which you are going to be looking for should be something like this. I'm coming, please. You're going to be looking for something like this. Let me just give me a moment. All right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. All right. You're going to be looking for the red candlestick patterns. Let me just. I don't know. Okay. All right. Red. Let me just change it. Is that red even? It looks more like a dog's blood. So you're going to be looking for such a candlestick pattern. I'm just trying to make it as thick as possible. All right. So you're going to be looking for such candlestick pattern. All right. I'll use black with this. Okay. You're going to be looking for this kind of candlestick pattern. Okay, guys. You're going to be looking for candlestick patterns that will actually reject. So there's no point to actually waste too much time here. Let's just go straight up to the live chat so that I can actually show you this thing so that you get to see, all right, for yourself. Okay. So first and foremost, I said you go to the higher time frame, like the 4 hours or maybe the 1 hour. All right. You go to the higher time frame, like maybe the 1 hour, the 4 hours, as the case may be. So on the 4 hours, you can actually see how this thing is actually looking very ugly. All right. The fact that it's looking like this is our edge to scalp this market. I'm teaching you guys how to scalp. Is our edge to scalp this market. And you know, VIX 100 is a very volatile pair. So first and foremost, like I said, you go to the higher time frame, you pick the high of that period. Let me just change this back to what it was. All right. Let me just change this back to what it was. Okay. All right. So now you pick the high of that period and the low of that period. All right. So now our major chief aim, what is going to be our major chief aim? We are looking to what? To buy at the high, to buy at the low, and then sell at the high. That's to buy at the support and then sell at the resistance. So now we're going to go down to the 30 minutes or probably the 15 minutes, even the 5 minutes time frame, guys. So we're going to scroll all the way down to that area. So we're going to scroll. We're going to keep scrolling all the way down to that area, guys. Let me show you. Let me show you this thing. Sorry. This is 50. This is let's use the 50 minutes, not the 5 minutes. That's too small. Not the 3 minutes. That's too small. I just did not see it. So now it's loading and we are here. All right. We are what? We are here. So now you're going to be looking for opportunities to sell at this area. So you see, those are market rejections. These are market rejections. These are market rejections. So all you have to do is to be patient for what? For the market, to touch this our zone, to get to that area, then reject, and then you sell. You don't have to be in a hurry, guys. You don't have to be in a hurry. So I'm just going to show you this thing and show you how to actually do it. Okay, guys? I'm just going to show you this thing and show you how to actually do it. So now you see that rejection. Now let's go down to the 5 minutes time frame. Let's go down to the 5 minutes time frame. Let me show you something, guys. And now I just have to screw again. All right? You see that rejection over there? So you see the rejection. see the rejection. First, what we have here is the market pushed to the upside. It could not hold. But we had that rejection on the 15 minutes. So it could have just sold at this point and then target all the way to the low. All right. See yourself making up to $80 if you're using 0.2. So, and then risking $14 to make $80, which is absolutely cool, guys. Which is absolutely cool. So now the market gets to here, we have our rejection. So we have our rejection. Even if you keep your target at this point, at least you're still making about 4% return. You're still making about 4% return, right? Even if you keep your target at this point here, you're still making about 4% return. Why did I say you should keep it there? Because here we have a lot of reaction. We have more reaction, okay? So even if you keep it here, at least making $60 and risking $14, it's still okay. It's still cool, my people. So now the market comes back to this area, all right? What do? You enter, all right? You enter your sell. Your stop loss can just be above that rejection area, all right? Or if you want to be on the safe side, you keep it above that area and then still target here. So how much are you risking this time? $20 to make how much? $60. So which is a 1:3. So you still see it. It works, guys. It works. So now looking at this area, what happens here? We have our rejection. Let me just go down to the 50 minutes so that we see it clearly. We have our rejection. All right. We have the market rejecting at that area. Even if you check the 30 minutes, guys, look at the 15 minutes. Are you seeing it? Look at the 15 minutes. You see the multiple rejection. Let's look at the 30 minutes and see what happened. Let's see exactly how that looks like. All right, let's just see exactly how it looks like. Okay. And nothing too much, nothing too evident on the 30 minutes. So let's go back to our 15 minutes. All right, guys. So it's just very simple, but it's hard to implement. It's very simple, but it's hard to implement. So you see, you could have just sold. Could have just sold at this point. And then you can target this low. This one could have, even if, but the moment I'm coming, I will show you something. Very important. Alright, guys, I'll show you something very important. You look for rejections. You sell. Your target should be low here. So, but one thing I'm going to show you now is this very, very powerful information. All right. The moment you start seeing this type of candlestick patterns, you run out. You take your profit. You don't have to wait at all. The moment you start seeing these powerful rejection candlestick patterns, it signifies that what a reversal is coming, that you should take your profit. You don't have to be greedy, guys. So greed is what is actually killing most people, because there is a guy I was trading for. We took an account to 5,000. I asked him to withdraw. He said, no, let it get to 20,000. From $1,000 to 5,000. Withdraw. Eat your money. It will give you a better perspective to think clearly, guys. So it will give you the better opportunity to think clearly. But the young man refused. And right now, he himself decided to. I said, no, I wasn't going to trade. He decided to trade by himself. And then he lost all the money. So now it's very, very simple, guys. It's very simple. This scalping strategy which I'm giving to you guys. So now at this area, what happens? You have what you're going to be doing when it gets to this support zone. Some of you are very good with price action, but this is it. You can wait. It breaks out of your temporal flag. What happens? You just buy. These are smaller time frame, but I'm just giving you how to actually scalp it very well. So you see, you can just scalp it. Your price, it breaks. Why will you buy? Why will you buy here? Because one, it breaks your range, it breaks your minor range, and then you could just take your entry all the way to the upside. Sometimes you can target here, but you can target that high. You can target that high, but like I said, the moment you start seeing this type of rejections, you should just run away. Take your money, guys. Take your money. So let's look at some more examples. Here. This is a perfect one. So this is a perfect one, right? So this is actually cleaner than the other one. So now we have been able to establish our high and our low. Our high being our resistance and the low being our support level. So at the resistance level, you're looking for opportunities to sell, and at the support level, you're looking for opportunities to buy. Like I said previously, the moment you start seeing candlesticks like this, these are powerful candlesticks. It signifies that you should just buy. All right? You should just buy. These are powerful candlesticks. You could just buy. You're making a $30 and risking how much? A $5. 27 times 0.2. That's about $5 or probably $6. And then you're making $30. So you see that? And then here again, what happened? You're seeing some powerful rejections. Around this area. What happened? You look for you take your sell, or you can go down to the 15 minutes, the 5-minute time frame and look for your sell entries. Okay? We are making money from this thing, guys. So at this point, what happened? You just sell your stop loss just above that rejection. Why? Because first the market has actually broken above this swing high, the one we have here. The market has actually broken above it, but it failed to close. That's your edge, okay, guys? That's your edge. All right? Same thing here. The market actually broke above this swing high, but it failed to close. Above. That's your edge. So at this point, you just sell. All right? At this point, you just sell. These are powerful things which I'm giving to you. You won't find them anywhere. So at this point, look at this area. You see this powerful candlestick which I'm talking about. These are the candlesticks you should be looking for. Even if you want to trade the trend and then you have a pullback, a retest, you look for this powerful candlestick pattern. Your trades are going to be winning. Okay? So now you have your SL, your targets. You don't just have to be greedy. Guys. You move it. If it moves to the midpoint, you take your partials. If it moves to the midpoint of the range, you take your partial profit, guys. Okay, now the example which I stated earlier came into play here. All right, I'm going to get to that, right, guys? So now you buy here at the midpoint here. You take your what? You take your profit, guys. You take your profit. So why will you take your profit? Because at the midpoint here, you take partials, and then you can move your stop loss to break even, so that if the market comes back, you don't get to lose everything. Okay? So you take your profits at that area. So at this point, it came to that area, it failed to close above that swing high, the previous one that we have. You just take your sell. And then if you go to 5-minute time frame, you get more evidence. Guys. So here, you just sell from there. Stop loss above that area. You don't have to waste too much money. If it will work, man. So your stop loss slightly above that swing high. You don't have to keep it above, because already it failed to close above that area, above this previous swing high. It failed to close. So from there, you take your profit at the midpoint and then let the market do its thing. All right, so now and again, the market came all the way back to this area, and then you are seeing some powerful candlestick pattern. So what happens at this point? You are going to be buying, guys. At this point, you're going to be buying, and your stop loss always below that candlestick. All right, always below that candlestick. All right, and then your target all the way. You are risking a $10 to make a $40, which is absolutely cool. Guys. You are risking a $10 to make a $40. It's absolutely cool. So as I said, at the midpoint, you take your partials. You just have to determine the midpoint. You can use the Fibonacci to actually determine that. You take from the low to the high. So the 50% level is our midpoint. All right, you can use the Fibonacci to determine that. The 50% level is our midpoint. So you take a profit when it gets to that 50% level. That's your midpoint. So now, like I said previously, you take a partial. See what happened? It dropped, and then kept dropping, and it kept dropping, guys. It kept dropping, and it kept dropping, guys. So there is no point to actually force things, guys. There's no point. There's no reason for that at all. So now, even before it actually went sideways, you see, this is a powerful candlestick pattern. The moment you understand this powerful candlestick patterns, my friend, then your trading will begin to fly to the other side. So this is another example again. All right. Why the market broke to the downside, telling us that the trend is actually changing from the range. So we should be expecting some more sales to the downside. Okay, we should be expecting some more sales. So what happened here? So did it actually get to this other area? Let's see. Did it? It did not. It did not get to that low. So what happened here? We have this area, this high, being taken out. That's whoever thought this was a breakout and retest. Okay, this was a breakout and retest, and then it sold. The market came, took their stop losses. That's when you should be entering, because you understand this thing. You understand this thing. So the market has taken their stop loss. All you have to do is sell your stop loss, your own stop loss above, and then you are heading for that low. You don't have to necessarily keep it on the low itself, guys. You don't have to keep it on the low. So you can take your first take profit at this area, guys. First take profit at that area, which is still 1:5. You're risking $12 to get what? To get $60. It's okay, guys. That's okay. So if you do this thing over and over again, hey guys, you make profit, guys. You make money. So let's look at another example. Let's look at crash 1000, for example. Here, I remember giving my people some signal like that. Okay, remember giving my people some signal like that. All right. So here, this is already a range. We can actually determine the range here. So this thing which I'm teaching you, you can apply it in any market, in any given market at all. So here we have what? Our low, our high, and our low. All right. So what do we do? All right. What do we do? We are looking for selling, for opportunities to sell at this area. So you wait for the market to get to these areas. Like I said previously, I said it before I even opened the charts, guys. I know these things because I've studied them over the years. So now, when it gets to this area, what are you looking for? This thing I'm talking about, it works on the 1 hour time frame, the 15 minutes time, 5 minutes, even down to the 1 minute time frame. It works, guys. So at this point, what happened? You see, we sold, guys. And even if I share my Telegram channel with you guys, you see that we sold and we made money from this, guys. We made money. So without wasting, I don't want the video to be too long. I want you guys to just take your time, practice this thing, practice this thing, guys. Practice this thing. You understand? So you determine swing highs and the high, the low, and then at the high, you look for a range, 1 or 2 points, guys. 1 or 2 points, 1 or 2 points. And then when it gets to that area, you're looking for selling opportunities. You're looking for selling opportunities. So you see the candlestick which I've even been preaching about happening on the what? On the 1 hour time frame, guys. It's happening on the 1 hour time frame. You have the 60. You see, you're risking. Let's say if you're using one lot, you're risking $16 or $17 to like and get how much to get the $70. My people, this is something that is going to be life-changing for you guys. It's going to be life-changing. You just have to understand this thing, practice it, practice. Over time, you get to understand. There's no magic about it. So I will end this video here. I'll see you guys in the next video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.